Welcome to Narayan PU College online classes. In the previous episode, we completed objective questions from exercise level 2. So, in this today's episode, we will start exercise level 1 questions. So, all of you ready with your materials and turn your materials chemistry volume 1 exercise level 1 from page number 12. You see the first question we have 1 liter of hard water contains 12 milligrams of Mg plus 2 milli equivalents of washing soda required to remove its hardness zone. Milli equivalent of washing soda is required, or it is required for how much here? 1 liter of 12 milligrams of the Mg plus 2 ions only. Okay. So, Mg plus 2 ions generally they are present in the hard water, means the water is hot due to the presence of soluble salts of chlorides or sulfates of magnesium and calcium only. If the magnesium plus 2 ions are there in 1 liter, the weight is given 12 milligrams only. How much of washing soda required for this conversion they are asking only. From this I will write here the question number 1 we have milli equivalents of Mg2 plus is equal to, you will write here milli equivalents of washing soda means you will take sodium carbonate with 10 water molecules are there, that is you are calling as a washing soda only. Now here milli equivalent of Mg plus 2. Milli equivalent means here I will write here weight by gram equivalent weight into volume of Mg2 plus is equal to, it is milli equivalent of washing soda only. So, already weight is given, that is 12 milligrams only. You want to find out here gram equivalent weight of Mg2 plus is equal to, what you can write here, gram atomic weight of Mg by its n factor only. So, what is the gram atomic weight of magnesium? Magnesium we have 24 only. Its n factor is 2. How it is n factor is 2? Because the charge of the magnesium is plus 2. So, the n factor how much you can do? So, what you will get here? 12 is the gram equivalent weight of which one? Mg plus 2 ion only. Now, from this I am writing here milli equivalents of washing soda is equal to, what is the weight of magnesium given? The weight of magnesium given in 12 milligrams only. I will write here 12 into 10 power minus 3 by, what is the gram equivalent weight of magnesium you got? 12 into, here I will write 1000 only. Why here? The volume is given 1 liter. 1 liter means how much ml? 1000 ml only. So, from this we can do the calculation here. 12 1 10 cancel here. Then what you will get here? 10 power minus 3 into what? 10 cube means how much here? 10 power 0. 10 power 0 value how much? 1 only. So, what is the answer you will take here? Option 1 for this question only. Option 1 is the answer. See the next question we have. In the standardization of sodium thiosulfate Na2S2O3 using potassium dichromate by iodometry, the equivalent weight of Na2S2O3 asking only. Here, if you want to do the titration, because you don't know the word titration and all, the coming days you will know in the laboratory, you have to get easily identification what is titration, what you are taking in the burette and what you are taking in the pipette and all, how you will perform the titration, you will know in the coming days only. So, they will using here potassium dichromate and sodium thiosulfate Na2S2O3. K2Cr2O7 and plus what we have Na2S2O3. Okay, if you want to do the standardization here, then I want to write here skeletal equation only. In the acidic medium, potassium dichromate I will write here. Cr2O7 2 minus convert into Cr plus 3, and one more we have S2O3 minus 2 convert into S4O6 minus 2 only. S4O6 minus 2 only. Here we have to find out the oxidation number of each element in the, okay, from this titration. You have to know coming days what is the oxidation number and all. Just I am explaining how here chromium oxidation number, suppose you want to find out. Chromium oxidation number, suppose you want to find out how many chromiums we have. 2 chromiums are there, that is 2x only, plus 7 into oxygen oxidation number minus 2. That is equal to its charge. What is the charge of the compound we have? Minus 2 we have. So 2x minus 14 is equal to minus 2. 2x equal to plus 12. X equal to plus 6 only. So for chromium, how much you got here? The oxidation number of chromium, how much you got? Plus 6 only. Here how much we have? Plus 3 is there. So plus 6 to plus 3, what is the difference here? 3 electrons only. For 1 chromium, 3 electrons. If we take the 2 chromium, how much you will get? You will get 2 into 3, that is equal to 6 electrons only. So this is for the chromium. Now come to this S2O3 minus 6 and S4O6 minus 2. If you take S2O3 minus 2, how can you write, man? This is 2x plus 3 into oxygen oxidation number is how much here? Minus 2. That is equal to, you will write minus 2 only. From this you will write 2x minus 6 equal to minus 2. 2x equal to plus 4. X equal to, what you will get, ma? Plus 2 only. So this is the sulfur we have how much here? Plus 2 only. Now if you take S4O6 minus 2, what you will get here? 4 plus 2, sorry, this is x only. 4x plus 6 into minus 2 is equal to minus 2. Okay, if you solve this one, what you will get here? 4x minus 12 is equal to minus 2. 4x equal to 10. X equal to 10 by 4. That is equal to what, ma? 5 by 2. How much you will get? 2.5 only. 2.5. Here 2 is there. Here how much we have? 2.5. Here how much the difference is there? 0.5 only. But what is the n factor for this sodium? Means 2 only, because 2 sodiums are there. 0.5 into 2, how much here? 1 only. Clear? If you want to write the equivalent for Na2S2O3, equivalent weight of Na2S2O3, I will write molecular weight by, what is the n factor we have? This is 1 only. N factor how much? 1. This is for which one? Na2S2O3. Suppose you will write equivalent weight of K2Cr2O7. I will write here molecular mass by 6 only. Why here? N factor is 6 only. In this question actually, if they are asking sodium Na2S2O3, the answer is molecular mass by 1. If they ask you potassium dichromate, the answer is what? Molecular mass by 6 only. You check the options here. So what is the answer is given for this question number 2? In your answer key, they given 3 only. 3 means m by 6 is given. If they taken m by 6, what is the equivalent weight you can write? K2Cr2O7. Otherwise, from the question, what is the answer? m by 1. You will take option 4 for this question only. Let us see once again how to find out this sulfur oxidation number. Sulfur you are taking x. How many sulfurs we have? 2 sulfurs are there. How many oxygens we have? 3. Each oxygen oxidation number minus 2. That is equal to its charge how much? Minus 2 only. You do this one. 2x minus 6 equal to minus 2. 2x equal to how much? Plus 4. X equal to 4 by 2 how much? 2 only. This is for this sulfur only. Now come to S4O6 minus 2, man. How many sulfurs we have? 4 sulfur, that is 4x plus 6 into minus 2 is equal to minus 2. 4x minus 12 is equal to minus 2. 4x is equal to 10. X equal to what, man? 10 by 4, that is equal to 5 by 2, that is how much? 2.5 only. Now the difference 2 and 2.5, 0.5 equal. The n factor for sodium we have 2 only. So 0.5 into 2, 1. From this we will identify equivalent by using this formula, molecular mass by n factor. For potassium dichromate, molecular mass by n factor, that is 6 only. See next question number 3 we have 3.92 grams of ferrous ammonium sulfate. Crystals were dissolved in 100 ml. 20 ml of this solution requires 18 ml of KMnO4 during titration for complete the oxidation. The weight of KMnO4 present in 1 liter of the solution only. you have to find out weight of KMnO4. Actually, this is a titration related question only. We want to do the titration potassium permanganate versus ferrous ammonium sulfate. It is the titration is there in the second PU practical exam only. So what is the question is given here? Ferrous ammonium crystals were dissolved in how much ml? 100 ml of water only. Let us see what is the formula of ferrous ammonium sulfate. Simply I am writing here FAS. What is the full form of FAS? Ferrous ammonium sulfate. What is the formula means here? FeSO4 NH4 twice SO4 6H2O only. This is the formula of FAS only. If we find out the molecular weight of a compound, you can add all the atomic weight of each elements only. You will get how much means here 392. This is a gram molecular weight of FAS only. Initially they took 3.92 and they prepared 100 ml of the solution. Now I want to use the molarity formula. Molarity is equal to weight by gram molecular weight into 1000 by volume we have. So molarity I want to find out. Weight how much we have? They given 3.92 given. Weight is given how much ma? 3.92 and the volume is given how much? 100 ml they want to prepare first. So this weight is 3.92. Already I told the gram molecular weight of this ferrous ammonium sulfate is 392 into 1000 by 100 we have. 0 0 cancel here. So m is equal to, if you multiply this one with 10, 3.92 into 10, 39.2 by 392, that is equal to 0.1 ml. This is the molarity of the solution. First we have to prepare. Now you see the equation we have. This potassium permanganate gives this KMnO4 I am writing here. KMnO4 gives what ions ma? We have MnO4 minus only. This ferrous ammonium sulfate FeSO4 NH4 twice SO4 gives what ions means here Fe plus 2 ions only. We want to carry out the reaction in acidic medium. In what medium? In acidic medium. In acidic medium, MnO4 minus ions. MnO4 minus ions is converted into Mn plus 2 ions only. We already discussed in equivalent weight concept. MnO4 minus convert into Mn plus 2. Okay. Here what ions we have? Ferrous ions are there. This Fe plus 2 ions. Okay. Are oxidized to what ions means here? Fe plus 3 ions only. Fe plus 3 ions only. If you see this MnO4 minus 2 Mn plus 2, what is the oxidation number of Mn in MnO4 means plus 7 only. The difference in electrons how much we have? 5 electrons only. Clear? So we can say this is what? N factor only. If you see Fe plus 2 to Fe plus 3, we have 1 electron change is there. So N factor means how many electrons? 1 electrons only. How many electrons? 1 electrons we have to know. Now what you can consider here, gram equivalence of KMnO4 is equal to gram equivalent weight of FAS only. I will write this one. Gram equivalence of KMnO4 is equal to what you will take ma? Gram equivalence of FAS only. FAS only. So what is gram equivalent weight formula here? We can write here normality into volume of KMnO4 is equal to normality into volume of FAS only. What will take ma? FAS only. So here normality we have to find out from the normality. After that you can find out the weight of the compound. So 20 ml of this solution. What solution that is? KMnO4 solution requires 18 ml of the KMnO4. I will write N into 18 into, you will write 10 power minus 3. Why you will write 10 power minus 3 means the volume is given in ml. You can take the volume here in the form of liters only. So 18 into 10 power minus 3. That is equal to, so normality, okay, what you will get here? What is the molarity we have? That is 0.1 m only. So this 0.1 m convert into normality. You know the formula. What is the formula? Normality N is equal to N into M. What is the N factor for FAS we have? 1 only. So what you will write here? This is 1 into 0.1 into what is the volume they are taking here? They are taking how much volume here? 20 ml of the volume, means you can write here 20 into 10 power minus 3 volume. 20 to 10 power minus 3. So what you can find out here, you can find out the value of n only. After finding normality, you can find out the weight of the compound only. Clear? Now here what you will take here? So we'll write here n into 18 into 10 power minus 3 is equal to, this is what you will write here 0.2, means you will write here this is 20 into 0.1 means can I write here 2? Or you can write here 2 into what you will write here 10 power minus 3 only. So normality n is equal to what you will write here 2 into 10 power minus 3 by 18 into 10 power minus 3, then what you will get here 2 by 18 only. 2 by 18. But what is the formula for normality? Normality n is equal to weight by gram equivalent weight only. Weight by gram equivalent weight. So you have to find out the weight only. Now gram equivalent weight. Gram equivalent weight is equal to gram molecular weight by n factor only. So we are finding the normality for what compound, means you are finding for what compound? Potassium permanganate only. Potassium permanganate you can add here 39 plus 55 plus, this is 4 into 16, you will get 158 only. So this is 158 by, what is the n factor for this compound? The number of electron change in how much here? 5 only. So n factor how much you will write here? 5 you will write only. 5 you will write. Then you can substitute the value in this, weight by 158 by 5 is equal to 2 by 18, then you will get the answer. So already we have the value normality, that is 2 by 18 only. But what is normality formula here? Weight by gram equivalent weight. Gram equivalent weight is equal to gram molecular weight n factor, that is 158 by 5 only. Now I will write here weight by 158 by 5 is equal to 2 by 18 only. So weight is equal to what you will get, man? Weight is equal to, you will get 2 by 18 into 158 by 5 only. If you want to multiply this one, if you simplify this one, you will get 3.476 only. Next question number 4, we have 100 ml of 0.1 normal HCl was titrated with 0.2 normal NaOH solution. The titration was discontinued after adding 30 ml of NaOH solution. The remaining titration was completed by adding 0.25 normal of KOH solution. The volume of KOH solution required for this titration, the asking one. Okay, so HCl they are taking here. HCl titration they are done with first NaOH. After that discontinue the titration, then again they are titrating with what, ma? KOH only. KOH only. So here this is the reactants, and you can say these are the products you can imagine. I will write here gram equivalent weights of HCl is equal to gram equivalent weight of NaOH is equal to plus this is a gram equivalent weight of KOH only. Gram equivalent weight of what, ma? KOH only. Clear? So here what is the normality first of HCl? Gram equivalent weight is what, man? Gram equivalent weight means what you will write here? N into V. N into normality and volume of HCl is equal to normality into volume of which one? NaOH plus normality into volume of which one, ma? KOH only. So here the normality is given for HCl 0.1 into, they took 100 ml only. 100 into, I will write here 10 power minus 3 only. Why? The value volume is given in ml, you can convert them into liter, because here the volume can be present in liter only. That is equal to, next sodium hydroxide, they given 0.2 into volume, how much they took, hints here. Titrated, the titration was discontinued after adding how much? 30 ml only. You will write here 30 into 10 power minus 3 plus. You can take the next here, the remaining titration was completed by adding 0.25 normal KOH, 0.25 into KOH, the volume of KOH for required for this conversion only. What is the volume? You can find out that is taken in the form of X only. Clear? Just we will do the simplification for this one. So what you will get here, 100 into 10 power, I will write here 0.1 into, this is 10 square, this is 10 power minus 3 means what ma? 10 power minus 1 you will write. Okay, you can keep like this only, 10 power minus 3 or 0.1 how much here, I will write here 10 into 10 power minus 3 is equal to, what you will write here, 2 into 3, what you will write here, 6 only. What you will get here, 0.6 into 10 power minus 3, this is plus into 0.25 into x only. 0.1 means 1 hour. Now here you can multiply 0.2 into 30, I wrote 0.6, but you will get how much here, 2 into 3, 6, you can multiply 10, what you will get, 6 only. This is 6 into 10 power minus 3 plus 0.25 into x only. Now I will write this one, 10 into 10 power minus 3 minus 6 into 10 power minus 3 is equal to 0.25 into x. You can take the common 10 power minus 3. 10 power minus 3, suppose you can common, what you will get ma? 10 minus 6, that is equal to 0.25 into x only. So here 4 into 10 power minus 3 is equal to 0.25 into x only. So x is equal to what you will get ma? 4 into 10 power minus 3 by 0.25 you will get only 0.25. Okay, you see the options here, we can convert them into 4 into 4 into 10 power minus 3 by 0.25. So next you can see that x is equal to 4 into 10 power minus 3 by 0.25, write 1 by 4 only. 1 by 4 means what? You can divide here, 4 into 10 power minus 3, x is equal to 16 into 10 power minus 3, this is later only. So that can x, what you will write here, x is equal to, you will write 16 ml only. So this is question number 4 we have. What are the answer? You will take option 4 for this question only. See the next question we have, question number 15. What volume of hydrogen gas at 273 Kelvin and 1 atmosphere will be consumed in obtaining 21.6 grams of elemental boron, atomic mass given 10.8 from the reduction of boron trichloride by hydrogen. Reduction of boron trichloride by hydrogen. Boron trichloride formula BCl3. You will take BCl3. Reduction means adding of hydrogen gives boron B plus HCl only. This is the Skeletal equation. You have to balance that equation here. Okay. So BCl3 we have and HCl we have. Suppose I am writing here 2 BCl3, 2 BSCl3. Suppose I am taking here, how many borons I will get? 2 borons only. Here 2 into 3, 6 chlorines. I will write here 6 HCl. How many hydrogens we have? 6 hydrogens. You will write here 3 H2 only. This is a balanced equation. What they are asking here? The volume of hydrogen gas is required for 21.6 grams of elemental boron only. So they asking hydrogen gas and one more what ma? Elemental boron only. These two they are asking only. We have to find out volume of the hydrogen gas by taking 21.6 grams of the boron only. Now I will write here number of moles of boron. Number of moles of boron, what must generally weight by gram molecular weight only. What is the weight of boron is given here? 21.6 only. By its atomic weight is given how much ma? 10.8 only. So 21.6, 10.6 means what ma here? 2 moles you are getting only. How many moles? 2 moles. So from this balanced equation you can say 2 moles of boron gives how many moles ma? 2 moles of boron gives how many moles of hydrogen gas we have? 3 moles of hydrogen gas. 3 moles of hydrogen gas means 3 into 22.4 liter of the hydrogen gas. Why? At STP 1 mole of any gas occupies how much volume? 22.4 liter volume. In the problem also you get how much here? 2 moles only. Now I will write here 2 moles of boron requires or 2 moles of boron requires how much hydrogen, man? We are writing here 3 moles of H2 means what, man? This is 3 into 22.4 liter of H2. Why? Because at STP 1 mole of any compound occupies 22.4 liter. In the balanced equation also 2 we have. In the number of moles also we got 2 only. So 2 moles of boron requires how much amount of the hydrogen only. So here we have how many moles are there? 2 moles of boron requires. 2 moles of boron requires how many moles of O2? We have 3 moles of the O2. 1 mole volume how much? 1 mole volume 22.4 liter. 3 mole volume 3 into 22.4 liter only. So here this is 2 only you can multiply. Here 7 we have. This is 67.2 liter of hydrogen gas is required for this equation only. So what is the answer we will take here? Option 3, that is 67.2 only. Now see the next question we have, question number 6. The mass of 112 centimeter cube of CH4 gas at STP. I already wrote here CH4, that is 16 grams. How many moles we have? 1 mole only. You know 1 mole. 1 mole of CH4 at STP occupies how much volume? 22.4 liter. You can write here 22,400 ml, or you can write 22,400 centimeter cube only. From this you will write 1 ml is equal to 1 centimeter cube only. Now the question is, if you want to take 112 centimeter cube, what is the mass of CH4 is required only? What is the mass of CH4 is required? From this how many grams of CH4 we have? 16 grams only. So 16 grams of CH4 gives or produce how much volume we have? Or 16 grams of CH4 contains 22,400 centimeter cube volume at STP. But in the problem they given 112 centimeter cube only. 112 centimeters cube of volume, okay, requires how many grams of methane only? How many grams of methane? Do the cross multiplication, we have x into 22,400 is equal to 16 into 112 only. So x is equal to 16 into 112 by 22,400 ml. So what you will write here? This is, you can write 200 only. This is 16 by 200. So here 8 times cancel here. What you will write here? 8 by 100, that is equal to 0.08 grams is the answer only. But you see the options here, the options are not given with 0.08. You change the first option 0.16 into 0.08, then you will get the answer only. So this is question number we have 6 only. Question number 6 only. See the next question we have, 7th question. Complete combustion of 0.85 grams of the compound X gives 2.63 grams of the CO2 and 1.6 grams of the H2O. The least molecular mass of X is. Just you change the one value in this question. What is that value? You can change. They given 1.68 grams of H2O, that you can change into 1.28 grams only. 1.28 grams. Now you will see X is a compound which on complete combustion, means with oxygen, it will produce CO2 plus H2O only. CO2 plus H2O. The weight of the compound is given, that is 0.858 is given, and you have to one more is given, CO2, that is 2.63 is given, and one more value H2O. I already told you to change that value into 1.28 only. 1.28. Now they are asking least molecular mass of X is, means you want to find out the X weight. How can you find out X weight? You have to find out the carbon weight or carbon percentage, and you can find out the ratio of the carbon and both hydrogen. Then you will get what? X is the compound only. Clear? From this, can you find out here percentage of number of moles of which one you can write? Number of moles of carbon or number of moles of hydrogen you can find it. How can you find out here? If you want to take CO2, how can you write, ma? This is 2.63 by what is the molecular mass of carbon dioxide? We have 44 only. How much we have? 44. Next, H2O, suppose you are taking H2O is equal to, you will take here 1.828 by 8 and you have to take. So this is number of moles only, n of moles of CO2, n moles of H2O you have to take. So if you want to do this calculation, 2.63 by 44, you will get 0.0597 approximately, or take this is 0.06 only. If you want to take this H2O, we have n of H2O is equal to, you will get 0.071 approximately, will take 0.07 only. This is number of moles of CO2 and number of moles of H2O we are finding only. Okay. Now we want to take the CO2. How many carbon atoms are there in CO2? Only one only. If you want to take H2O, how many hydrogen atoms are there? We have 2 only. So we can multiply that number of moles with what? Its atoms only. Okay. Number of atoms of, or you can say number of moles of carbon is equal to 0.06 into 1, that you will write here 0.06 only. Now here number of moles of hydrogen is equal to 0.07 into 2. Why 2? We have 2 hydrogens are there, you can multiply with what? 2 only. Then what you will get here? 0.14 only. Clear? Now we can take the ratio of carbon to hydrogen. Carbon to hydrogen ratio will take. Then what you will get here? This is 0.06 by 0.14 you will get. Then we can cancel the 2. What you will get here? 3 by 7 only. What is the ratio you will get here? C3H7 you will get the ratio. C3H7 formula you will get. Suppose you want to find out the weight of this compound. Carbon we have 3 only. 3 into 12 we have 36 plus. So 7 into 1 we have 36 plus 7. How much we have? 43 only. 43. What is the answer we will take? We will take option 1 for this question. Next we have question number 8 we have. In the following reaction, which is the choice of the value twice that the equivalent weight of the oxidizing agent only. So the equation is given, SO2 plus H2O gives rise to 3S plus H2O, but the equation is wrong only. You change that equation like this. How we can change this equation? Means SO2 plus H2S gives rise to 3S plus, you write 2H2O, just to write here 2 only. It is a balanced equation. In place of H2S they given H2O, you change that one. Now what they asking here, in the following reaction, which choice has the value twice that equivalent mass of oxidizing agent only. We have to find out first what is the oxidizing agent, then you can find out the equivalent weight of the compound only. Clear? So here SO2 is there and here SO is there. So first you can find out SO2 oxidation number of sulfur. Sulfur X you can take here. This is 2 into minus 2 is equal to 0. I already told you oxygen oxidation number is minus 2. From this you will write X minus 4 is equal to 0. That X is equal to, you will get how much? Plus 4 only. So this is a sulfur oxidation number, we have plus 4 only. Okay, in this sulfur it is minus 2 we have. This sulfur we have 0 only. That is elemental form only. Clear? They are asking oxidizing agent. What is oxidizing agent? The element which undergo reduction. Oxidizing agent means what? Element or substance. You will write here element undergo reduction. Undergo reduction only. You see here plus 4 to 0. This is a reduction only. Because the oxidation number is decreases from plus 4 to what? 0. This element undergo what? Reduction. Okay. By how many electron change we have? This is 4 electron change only. If you observe this one, minus 2 to 0, this is increasing oxidation number. This is what you can say. This is oxidation only. So element undergo reduction, that can act as what? That can act as oxidizing agent only. So what is the oxidizing agent you will take here? This SO2 can undergo acts as what? Oxidizing agent. Now we'll write here gram equivalence of SO2 is equal to gram molecular weight by En factor we are writing. So what is the SO2 gram molecular weight we have? SO2 we have, this is sulfur 32 and it is 2 into 16 32. Total how much we have? 64 only. You will write here, this is 64 by 4 only. Why 4? Because the N factor is 4 only. Then what you will get here? 16 only. Okay. The equivalent weight of element what? Twice that of. What is the equivalent weight you got here? 16 only. Twice the value. Twice the value, that is equal to 2 into 16. How much we have? This is 32 only. So this is for question number 8 answer. We have to take option 2 for this question only. Now we can see the next question. We have question number 9. A sample of calcium carbonate has the following percentage. Carbon we have 40%. Calcium 40%, carbon 12%, oxygen 48%. If the law of constant proportion is true, then the weight of calcium in 4 grams of sample of calcium carbonate obtained from the another source only. Calcium carbonate, suppose it obtained from the another source. If we take the 4 grams of the calcium, what is the percentage asking only? The compound we have calcium carbonate. Calcium percentage is given 40 and carbon is given 12%, oxygen is given how much percent? 48% only. So what you can take this gram molecular weight of CaCO3 is equal to calcium 40, carbon 12 and this is 3 into 16. You will get how much here? 100% only. So they are asking what here? Okay, what they are asking here? The weight of calcium from 4 grams of the sample of calcium carbonate only. So here weight of calcium in 4 grams. 4 grams of weight of calcium in 4 grams of sample is equal to 40 by 100 into 4 we have. 40 by 100 into 4. 40 grams the sample is there, that is 100%. How many grams you have to find out? For 4 grams only. Then you can cancel it here. What you will get here? 16 by 10, that is equal to 1.6 only. That is equal to what? 1.6 grams. So what are the option you will take here? The option is 3 for this question now. Clear? Now we can see the question number 10. This is the direct question only. I will write the first equation given. X plus y gives rise to R plus S only. Now you see the question. N grams of the substance X reaction with M grams of the substance Y to form P grams of the substance R and Q grams of the substance S. This reaction can be represented by X plus Y is equal to R plus S. The relation which can be established in the amounts of the reactants and the products, they will be expressed in what manner only. Okay, how many grams of X we have? N grams plus how many grams of Y we have? P grams only. And how many grams of M grams of the Y? This is M grams only. And how many grams of R we have? P grams of R plus. And how many grams of S means we have Q grams of the S only. You know one statement of law of conservation of mass. Mass of the reactants before the reaction is equals to mass of the products after the reaction only. So what you will write here? N plus M is equal to what? P plus Q. What law? It is the law of conservation of mass only. Law of conservation of mass. Mass of the reactants before the reaction equals to mass of the products after the reaction only. This is question number 10. You can take option 2. See the next question we have. Which of the following is the best example for the law of conservation of mass? See the first option we have 12 grams of the carbon combined with 32 grams of the oxygen to form 44 grams of the CO2 only. So C plus O2 gives rise to CO2. They given it is a 12 grams only. This is 32 grams. This is how much? 44 grams only. Now here 12 plus 32 how much ma? We have 44 grams only. Mass of the reactant equals to what? Mass of the product. So it follows what law? Law of conservation of mass. We will take direct option, that is first option only. First option for this question. Next you can see question number 12. The law of multiple proportion is illustrated by the two compounds. The first one is given sodium chloride and sodium bromide. Second one is given ordinary water and heavy water. Third one is given caustic soda and caustic potash. Fourth one is given sulfur dioxide and sulfur trioxide only. The first I am writing here sodium chloride and sodium bromide. NaCl, NaBr. This is the first option. And the second option is given ordinary water, H2O, and that heavy water and D2O. And third one we have caustic soda, NaOH, and caustic potash, KOH. And the fourth option we have sulfur dioxide and sulfur trioxide only. They are asking law of multiple proportion. What is the law of multiple proportion? When two elements combine to form more than one compound, the weight of first element combined with fixed weight of other element in simple whole number ratio is called as law of multiple proportion. You will see if the two elements combine, if we take the fourth option, S plus O2 gives rise to SO2 and S plus O2 also give what here? SO3. If they are observing here, sulfur is what? Fixed. Oxygen ratio is what? Changes. What answer we will take directly? That is option 4. I already given this example in law of multiple proportion only. See the next question. Question number 13 we have. In a compound A, 1 gram of nitrogen unites with 0.57 grams of oxygen. In compound B, 2 grams of nitrogen combine with 2.24 grams of oxygen. In compound C, 3 grams of nitrogen combine with 5.11 grams of oxygen. These results obey the following law. If we take compound A, in A compound, 1 gram of nitrogen combined with 0.57 gram of oxygen. Come to B compound, we have B compound 2 grams of nitrogen. 2 grams of nitrogen combined with 2.24 grams of oxygen. I want to fix the weight of nitrogen. I want to divide this equation by 2 only. Then I will get here 1 gram of nitrogen plus 2.24 by 2. You will get 1.12 gram of oxygen. If we take compound C, that is 3 grams is given, 5.11. 3 grams of nitrogen plus 5.11 gram of oxygen. This one also I want to simplify by dividing the equation with 3 only. I will get 1 gram of nitrogen means 3 by 3 plus, if you want to write here 5.11 by 3, what you will get, man? So 3 1s are 3 and what you will get here 3 6 are 18 you will get, and if you take approximately this is 1.6 grams of the oxygen only. Let us see here we have clear. Here 1 gram of nitrogen, after simplification we will get 1 gram of nitrogen, after simplification you will get 1 gram of the nitrogen. What are the element is fixed here? Nitrogen is fixed. What are the changes in the proportions here? Oxygen changes 0.57, 1.12 and what we have here 1.6 values only. One element is fixed, another element ratio will be in the form of simple ratio. What law it is? The law is law of multiple proportions only. So what answer you will take? Option 2 for this question only. You will take option 2 for this question. See question number 14 we have hydrogen combined with oxygen to form H2O, in which 16 grams of oxygen combined with 2 grams of the hydrogen. Hydrogen also combined with carbon to form CH4, in which 2 grams of hydrogen combined with 6 grams of the carbon. In carbon and oxygen combined together they will show in the ratio of what compound only. If you want to solve this question, you have to know one law, that is a law of reciprocal proportion. Law of reciprocal proportion. Okay, this I want to take one example and will explain. I want to take here hydrogen and carbon and oxygen. Okay, hydrogen may be combined with oxygen, hydrogen may be combined with carbon, carbon may be combined with oxygen only. If hydrogen and oxygen combine, they will form water here. If carbon and hydrogen combine, they will form CH4 here. If the carbon and oxygen combined here, CO2 only. Okay, when two different elements combine with third element, that is the fixed element only. When two different elements combine with the third element, they will form different types of the compounds only. In these different types of the compound, we want to find out the ratios. Suppose you want to find out oxygen hydrogen ratio and you can find out carbon hydrogen ratio. If we take one element hydrogen is fixed, the ratio of carbon and oxygen is the same as carbon dioxide only. How it is? If we take hydrogen and water, here I will take hydrogen, here oxygen, here hydrogen atomic weight 2 because 2 into 1, here I will get how much? 16 only. If we simplify the ratio, what you will get here? 1:8 only. What ratio? 1:8. If we take here hydrogen and carbon ratio, here how many hydrogens we have? 4 only. And carbon we have atomic weight how much? 12 only. If we simplify ratio, what you will get here? What you will get, what you will get here? You will get here 1:3 ratio only. You see these two ratios. Which element ratio fixed here? Hydrogen is fixed here 1 and here also 1. Here carbon ratio how much we have? 3 only. Here carbon oxygen ratio how much we have? 8 only. If you want to write here carbon and oxygen ratio from these two compounds, what you will get? You will get 3:8 only. From these two compounds I wrote that one. If you see this carbon dioxide CO2, here carbon we have oxygen, here 12 and what we have here 32 only. If we cancel here 4 3s and 4 8s, what is the ratio got? 3:8 only. What is the ratio they will combine? 3:8 ratio. And what is the ratio we will get from carbon oxygen ratio? That is what? 3:8. So this we are calling as what? Law of reciprocal proportions only. Okay, if two different elements combine with the same element, they will do in what? Simple ratio with the third element only. So ratio how much you got here? 3:8. Here what are the ratio will carbon and oxygen combine? This is a 3:8 ratio only. So this is about law of reciprocal proportion only. Now you see the question what they are asking. Again I will write this one. Hydrogen and carbon, oxygen we have, hydrogen we have H2O and carbon we have CH4 and it is CO2 only. Now the question you can see. Hydrogen combined with oxygen to form water in which 16 grams of oxygen combined with 2 grams of hydrogen only. If we take hydrogen and oxygen ratio, this is 2 and it is given 16 only. Now, hydrogen also combined with carbon to form CH4 in which 2 grams of hydrogen combined with 6 grams of the carbon. If we take carbon hydrogen ratio, how much? Sorry, hydrogen carbon ratio will take hydrogen and carbon 2 grams of hydrogen combined with 6 grams of the what you will call 6 grams of the carbon. What they are asking? If the carbon and oxygen combine together, they will do show in the ratio of. Now we can compare these two ratios. What are the ratio fixed? Hydrogen is fixed. What is the carbon oxygen ratio? Carbon oxygen ratio will write here what? 6:what? 16 only. 6:what? 16. Or other you can write here 12:what? 32 also. 12:what? 32. What the answer you will take? You will take option 1, that is 6:what? 16 only. 6:16. See the next question we have question number 15. 2 grams of hydrogen combined with 16 grams of oxygen to form water with 6 grams of the carbon to form methane. If the carbon dioxide, in a carbon dioxide 12 grams of the carbon are combined with 32 grams of oxygen, this figure illustrates what is the law they are asking only. Clear? I already wrote here hydrogen, carbon and oxygen. Hydrogen combined with oxygen, they will form water. And hydrogen, carbon, they will combine, they will form methane. And carbon, oxygen, they will combine from CO2 only. Now see the first here, 2 grams of hydrogen combined with 16 grams of oxygen. Here hydrogen oxygen ratio will take here, this is 2:16. And one more, 6 grams next, 2 grams of hydrogen combined with 16 grams of oxygen to form water and 6 grams of carbon to form what? Methane only. Here also will take 2 grams of the hydrogen carbon ratio will take here 2 grams, and they will give how much here? 12 grams of the carbon. 12 grams of the carbon, and one more, if the carbon dioxide 12 grams of the carbon, here carbon dioxide here 12 grams, and here what? Here 32 grams only. Here if we take hydrogen and carbon ratio, we have this is 2:, what you can carbon, we have 12 only. So in the question what they asking here, what is the law? It's illustrates only. Now only discuss in question number 14. We discuss what law it is. It is a law of reciprocal proportion only. So we will take option directly. That is option 3 for this question only. 2 grams of hydrogen, 16 grams of oxygen, and to form water with 6 grams of the carbon to form methane only. They given here 6 grams only. Okay. And carbon dioxide only. What ratio will take? The ratio is what? Reciprocal proportion we have. Question number 16 you can see. An element form 2 oxides containing respectively 5.33 and 36.36% of the oxygen. These figures illustrates what is the law they are asking. Clear? An element form 2 oxides only. Okay, element form how many oxides ma? They will form 2 oxides only. You see the first oxide here. If we take first oxide, the percentage of oxygen is given 53.33, and you take second oxide, the percentage is given, we have 36.36% only. So element is same only. Element is same, but the percentage of element is different in the 2 oxides only. If we take X element here, if we take element X, how will we get X? 100 minus 53.33, because the metal oxide is composed of 100% only. From that 100%, if you suppose extract or subtract 53.33, what you will get here? You will get the percentage of element of the ratio one. What you will get here? This is 7 you will get, and here 6 we have, and here 6, and you will get it 46.67% for the element X only. If we take second oxide element, second oxide, what are the percentage of oxygen we have? The percentage of oxygen is given how much here? 36.66 only. So X equal to what you will get here? 100 minus 36.36 only. Then what you will get here? Here 4 you will get, and here 6, and what you will get here? 3 you will get, and here how much you will get here? 63.64 only. This is the percentage of what? Element in second oxide. This is the percent of element what? First element oxides only. Now what they are asking, if we take this information, this percentage of elements follows what they are asking only. I will write X element in the 2 oxides. In the first oxide, what is the X percentage you got? 46.67%. In the second element, what is the X you got here? In the second element, X you got here 63.64 only. Element is same. I want to fix this element with 100% only. After fixing, how can write here? X is equal to 46.67 by 46.67 into 100. So element maybe you can say that is 100% only. Next, here also in the second element, I want to fix the X percentage. X is equal to, I will write here 63.64 by what here? 63.64 into 100. That is equal to what you will get, ma? X is equal to 100% only. Why? We want to fix the element X only. Element X we already fixed it only. Then what you can find out? You find out the oxygen ratio you have to find out only. Okay, percentage of oxygen. If we take the first oxide here, if we take the first oxide percentage of oxygen, how much oxygen we have? That is how much here? 46 point, oxide percentage how much we have? 53.33. This 53.33 by, what are the percentage of oxygen in the first case we have? 46.67 into 100 only. Now we take the percentage of oxygen in the second oxide we have. What is the percentage of oxygen second oxide we have? 36.36. This is 36.36 by, this is 63.64 into what? 100 only. You will get the percentage of the elements from this oxygen ratio, you will get it only. So after solving you will get 114 and here you will get 57.31 only. Now percentage of oxygen in first oxide by percentage of oxygen in second oxide, you will take 114 by 57.3 and what you will get here 2 by 1. What is the ratio they will combine? 2:1 ratio only. What is fixed here? X is fixed, the other oxide element, okay, in the form of simple whole number ratio. What is law it is? So what law will take here? Law of multiple proportions only. See the next question we have, question number 17. After chemical reaction, the total mass of the reactants and the products. After the chemical reaction, the total mass of the reactant is equal to total mass of the product. So mass does not change. You will take option 3 for this question only. Now we can see the question number 18. We have a sample of pure carbon dioxide, irrespective of its source, contains 27.27% of the carbon, 72.73% of the oxygen. The data supports what law? It is a law of constant composition only. Why? You see question number 18 we have C plus O2 gives rise to CO2 and CaCO3 decomposition gives CaO plus CO2 only. Now you see the first equation. We are preparing carbon dioxide from carbon and oxygen. We are preparing carbon dioxide from decomposition of calcium carbonate. Two processes are different, but what is the compound you got? Carbon and oxygen only. They will present in what ratio? We have 27.27 into and 72.73. What law it is? It is law of constant composition only.